Sorry. Do we have sound now? Tell us, do we have sound? Sound. Do we got sound? Sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, there it is. Okay. Hi, Mike. How you doing? If anybody's wondering, this isn't beer. It's Gosling ginger beer. Ginger stuff seems to help my stomach. My guts ain't right. They haven't been right in a while. I wonder why. Give me 1 second. I'm not prepared. I haven't been prepared. This needs to be turned up so you can see my shiny head. The lighting's not the greatest. Let's see if it's better if I do this. Can you see my face without the angry shadow? Okay, now I need YouTube. I need to bring my stuff up onto YouTube because it's easier for me to read the comments on here. Just give me 1 second. View my channel. What are you, Boofy?
From the moment it leaves the factory, critical parts.
We got the guard dog over here. It's just me. Okay, so I think we're here. I think we got it. We got 90 people. So y'all are wondering how I've been doing. Let's give you an update where I be. So it wasn't last week. What was it? 2 weeks ago now. My back doctor.
Yay.
Well, the end of March, let's put it that way. We went to the back doctor, and I'm cleared to do anything I want with my back within reason, obviously.
2 weeks ago.
They started some physical therapy on my back, which is just moving around. The physical therapy up to this point for my knee and back has been real ginger, but once they released my back, then the ladies there have started beating the crap out of me. They're starting to like add weights and push, limits and doing things like that. And it hurts. So, but we're doing okay. I'm just sore. I'm stiff, like it's rough in the morning, and I take some medication, and I'm good for the whole day. And then after that, I'm good till about 6:30. And then I take a little more. What's he into? And then I'm good for the evening. And a shower helps loosen up my muscles and stuff. And I do my stretches at night. I can bend my knee up to 125 degrees. My goal is to get it to like 135. We don't know if we're gonna get it or not. It just feels like it just won't go. I feel like I'm running out, but I got to get a gym membership and start going to the gym. Now I'm sitting in this wheelchair just because I paid to rent it till the end of this month. So I decided to keep it. I don't use it for anything but sitting at the table. I think Lauren plays in it more than I actually use it. But to give you an idea, like you can turn the camera so they can see. But like, I don't have my knee brace on, but I can walk around fine now and do things like that. And they're just looking.
I'm really bad with holding a camera.
Yeah, you're looking at my torso. So, I mean, I stand upright most of the time. When I'm like sore and hurting, I'm kind of like a caveman. I'm down like this, but I'm doing good for the most part. I've got to wear my knee brace for another 4 to 6 weeks from the end of April. Just because, like when I'm out and about doing things, when I'm around the house, I don't have to worry about it. Fred, you're going to get your paw run over. Watch out. Your paws. So, hi, Chris. No, they've got a wheelie bar on the back. You can't do wheelies.
I've tried.
Lauren tried, I tried. So, the knee, it's going to take time for both the knee and the back. The weird thing with my back is I can feel the metal, like I can feel what they put in me. Like, it's not like reach back and grab it and feel it, but it's just like my body's like there's something there that wasn't there before. So, some days are better than others. I have some days where I feel fine, you know what I mean? Not like fine for considering. And then there's other days where I feel like I got run over with a truck. So, what?
Johnny, will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Sorry.
Now he's standing.
Yeah. Me and Lauren's brother, we were on the phone doing funny stuff. So,
Rebel said spring turkey season's coming up soon. Better be ready. Cool news. I've got a turkey that's roosting behind the house right now, and I'm all excited.
Yeah, but it's a hen.
So, hens bring the toms.
I think she's done already. She's making little ones soon.
No.
No.
Toms never stop chasing tail.
Until they catch the one I want, I ain't chasing tail.
Turkeys are not monogamous. I use big words on you.
Oh, I know. So, anyways, here's a guy from Ireland.
It looks like you're talking to yourself. Here. Hi, guys.
You can't get much closer. What was I going to say? So, on May 4th, let's get to this, because I'm sure you've heard it either on Stump Jumpers, on Skidder Kev's, or on Mark Galici's channel, the Bus Motor channel. May 4th, Stump Jumpers putting together a get-together benefit meet and greet thing. If you want to come say hi, it's at the Corsica Fire Hall. Do you want to look up the address for me?
I got the address. It's on my Facebook post.
I'll just give you guys the address and everything now. So do we want to just put that up to the camera?
Sure.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I don't care.
There's nothing on there.
No.
So if you
It's
can
gonna be
see it.
backwards for him.
No, it isn't.
Oh.
So you see it. It's at the Corsica Fire Hall, 201 Main Street, Corsica, PA 15829. That's right off of, I think that's 328.
Don't look at me.
I can't remember that highway, but it's right off of Route 80. It's very easy to get to. They're doing it up by them. It's kind of a, a lot of different places we could have did it, but like Dale decided this is their thing. And that's where they decided because it's close to home and they were able to rent the fire hall. We're going to have like burgers and dogs and things and food. And then we're going to have like a raffle. Lauren's company donated a rifle scope. So they'll have like a Swarovski rifle scope. There's going to be I was told Steve Billow's donating 322. That's it, Mike. Steve Billow is donating a chainsaw. That one that Billow built saw, he had that crazy built one from what I understand. And then Lauren's got, she's working on a lady's basket that has a blanket that she crocheted. She has another one she crocheted. She says it's a guy's.
I might do a date night basket, or I might do a men's basket.
We haven't really got that far on that stuff. And then Mark Galici did this cool picture with some of that chestnut. Remember the American chestnut I gave him? And then he dried some of it already. And then he framed a picture from out of one of the Eastern Loggers calendars. And he's engraving that with the CNC or something. So that's pretty cool. And he has a guy he works with that's going to do some wood turning stuff. And there's some other people that are going to, I guess, send some things. And if you do want to send some things, let us know. Comment and I can get information to you, who to send it to or whatever if you wanted to. It's just things to raffle off. I just want to make sure everybody knows about it. That's all. I don't want anybody to miss it. If you want to come out and meet us, we'd love to meet you, especially people donating stuff. It's like I've been trying to mail letters, but I can't take the credit. Lauren's been mailing the letters, the thank you letters and things. And if we missed you guys, we're sorry. We're still working on it. There was a mountain of people to mail them to. I'm losing my train of thought. So it's May 4th from
11
to 5.
11:30 to 5.
Yeah, 11 to 5, 11:30 to 5. So if you're out turkey hunting, you can still come in the afternoon or things like that.
But it's they're doing burgers and dogs, and you don't have to pay to eat. It's gonna be donated, and if you want to throw a donation towards the food, you can. But it's also kind of a meet and greet with some really cool
Yes.
raffle prizes. So
I believe, I mean, I'm almost 100% certain. So Mark Galici's going to be there with Eddie Horvath. I think ZZ Mark's going to make it if he can get out of work. I don't know if he's working at the power plant with the shutdown currently at that time, I think. But he might, I imagine he's going to do his best to get there. So Skidder Kev's coming down from Canada. He's going to stay down and he's going to be there. Obviously, I'll be there. I don't know if there's going to be any other YouTubers there. I'm not in my Stump Jumper's going to be there. Obviously, he's the one doing it. If I'm missing anybody, or if anybody else, any other YouTubers want to come, let us know, because we'd love to have you. And it's just gonna be like a hangout and bullshit and talk about good stuff, and it's Stump Jumper's way of doing something for me, and it also kind of doubles as me being able to say thank you in person to a lot of people. If you think you're gonna come, if you think you're going to come, like, now for sure you're going to come, leave a comment either on my channel, Stump Jumper's channel, Kevin Collingham's channel. Just the way we're trying to get an idea. Dale and Lori are trying to get an idea roughly how many people are coming, so we know how much food to have. Don't worry, like, if something happens and we run a little bit out, there's places around we can get stuff to improvise. Lauren is trying to leave. We'll do it in the description. So Central PA Logger Training.
I'll put it on the thing too. I'll send it to you. I just put a link to it in the comments.
But that's to Facebook, isn't it?
Yeah. But
okay, so
some
that's a
people have
Facebook one.
so.
But I'll put it in.
Yes, I thought I did.
I'll put it in the description at the end of this if I can. I don't know how to do that just yet. It's been a while. I'm sorry, guys. I'm rusty on the YouTube. I made that video over at Mark's Mill that day, and I honestly forgot how to do a lot of stuff. I just have not been thinking about it. Mike, that's good to hear. We'd be happy to have you guys over. Be good to see you. I'll try to get up and see. I'm going to be up your way this Thursday, actually. I'm going to be up in Calgary. I've got to look at some logs for a friend. So if I'm free, maybe I'll get in touch with you and I'll try to stop over after. But it's supposed to be raining pretty good that day.
It won't let me post it in here.
Okay. And I understand if you don't know if you can make it or not. I mean, a lot of people in this industry and a lot of people in our circle here, is what they do is so weather dependent. And we get it. Trust me. It's just tough to be, right now, considering my accident, I'm day to day. People try to make plans and it's like, I don't know how I'm going to feel that day and things like that. And I hate it. It drives me absolutely nuts, but it's kind of just how I got to go just right now. The biggest thing I've been struggling with is I lost so much weight. So when this happened to me, I weighed 210. I thought I was a little fat at that time because work was slow. But the girls in physical therapy think I lost 30 pounds throughout the course of this. They figured probably 10 of it was fat and 20 of it was muscle mass is the big problem. So that's getting back to me. I'm sorry, I read a comment and my ADD kicked in, but it's me getting back to the gym. I need to start working on things, but I just got to go easy. I can't my brain wants to go full bore. Like, I'm not in a rush to rush this, but my brain, when I've been sitting so long, I want to do things. So yesterday was the first day. Friends of mine had a great big tree job down on the Neville Island, which is within sight of my house. And they said, hey, come down and just hang out and watch us or whatever. They had a crane and stuff. So I went down and watched them and walked around and neb shitted and whatever, just caused trouble. But I was out and moving all day. So I was sore at the end of the day, but I slept good last night. Like, last night was one of the first nights I slept all night. I don't think I got up even to pee in the middle of the night. So it was nice, unless I did and I forget. Central PA Logger Training. Okay, if you don't mind, put your email and I'll write it down and I'll send it to you. If not, I'll get it to you another way. But I don't have a problem doing that. And are you the fellow that wanted me to come to one of the classes and talk about my accident or something?
And sure, still tastes terrible.
Oh God, yeah, I know. Yeah, they were trying to give me that in the hospital, and it's horrible. Yeah, that Dale said March 4th. No, you did not miss it, Zuki. It's May 4th. I've wanted to say March 4th a couple times. Okay, so get in touch with me. I'll gladly do that. I would love to share my experience. Maybe it'll help somebody else. The only issue with my experience is I don't know what caused the tree that hit me to fall. So
I think you think paper's made on trees. You're just making one note per page.
this is a logging household. Remember you said that earlier today. Nate says he'd give me a few pounds.
I've been trying, Nate.
He's
It doesn't
down,
work.
man. Nate's a skinny little guy now. Aspen Hill, Maryland. So I feel better. Like I have the big. All right, I will do, Mike. Thank you. The big thing that's getting me right now, like the big change, is what does that do?
I don't know. Finish your
Um,
sentence.
Food tastes better again. There was a point in time after my second surgery, we were a little worried. I was really not feeling good. I was feeling like shit actually. And I started to get run down and like I just could not, I had no energy. And they started worrying that my one kidney that's left something was wrong with that. And then they thought, well, maybe I have an infection in my knee.
You had crazy fevers. For
Yeah, I
like
was
a
having
week straight.
I was having fevers, like come and go, and then all kinds of aches and pains. So he did all kinds of blood work, and then like a day later, I was feeling better, and I've been doing better ever since. So weird shit. But that last knee surgery out of all this was the most painful, horrible. Carnation chocolate instant breakfast milkshakes with vanilla ice cream. I'm putting some weight on. And the other thing is too, I'm doing better with how much I can eat, I think. I can eat more volume, but I want to eat more often now too. Like I feel like I'm constantly grazing. I'm always into something. I have a weird craving for taco flavored Doritos lately, and I keep forgetting to go look for them.
Did you tell him the other big news?
Oh yeah, I drive now. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm on the lam. I'm out driving around, causing trouble and doing all that.
He scared me the first time he drove, but that's nothing new.
Yeah. I'm driving around looking at trees and logs and I was telling my buddy today we were driving around and I was looking at trees, I said I got smashed by a tree and all I can do is drive around and look at them and think about cutting more trees. My buddy said, that's a good thing. He says, you love what you do. So that's that. The big thing that's been keeping me busy is the trout tournament again. I remember I talked about it last year. Give me the paper. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area or you're even a couple counties away and you like trout fishing, what is on this that looks like meat? What is that?
Red sauce.
Red sauce.
We had chicken parm for dinner.
So if you see this, that's the Sportsman's Club I belong to. We have a trout tournament every year. I got it going again because of COVID killed it basically. And it's $25 to enter. We stock a couple hundred tag trout. If you catch a tag trout, you're guaranteed at least $25. You're allowed to turn 5 in for that day. It's from 7 to 2. Our gates open at 5. There's tag bonus, obviously the jackpot prizes for the top 3 big ones. I think it's like 500, 300, and 200. You get a trophy. Sometimes there's gift cards that go with it too. And then all the prize money is donated money. So local businesses and things. So if you're a business in the area and you happen to be watching this and you want to support the trout tournament, let us know and contact me somehow and we'll get you a paper. We'd love to have as much help as we can get. It's a very big community thing. I'm trying to make it so it's, everybody looks forward to it every year and it becomes as big as it used to be. Back in the day, we had as many as 600 people come to this. But you don't have to be a club member. Anybody can come. Anybody can fish. And all ages, we stock 1.5 miles of stream waterway. There's plenty of holes to fish, plenty of room. And it's a good time. So, If you're in the area, check that out. That's what's been keeping me busy. I've been running around looking for sponsors for fish. If you sponsor a fish, or say you sponsor a couple fish, so like you donate $100 and there's 4, you get 4 tagged fish for that 100, and 2 of them get caught the day of the tournament and the other 2 don't. Those other 2 roll into the next year. That prize money, that donation you give us, will forever be prize money. It's not absorbed by the club. We just put it in the bank, take it out the next year, and it gets a new tag number with a new fish, and it keeps going until they're all caught off, every year. So don't feel like you have to. I know the economic situation right now and everybody being, tiptoeing. Things are tight for a lot of people, so don't feel like you have to. You guys have been very gracious when it came to me and my accident. So if you can, it's greatly appreciated. If you can't, no harm. Don't worry about it. So, but we'd love to see you come fish if you can't. So come over and hang out and fish. I'll be running one of the fish check stations and, bouncing around back and forth, doing whatever. My biggest fear of the whole tournament is how am I going to get some of that barbecue up at lunchtime.
That's why I was just wondering what you meant by you're going to be bouncing around.
I can't go too far because they run a check
Not
station.
much bounce.
So there's a local girl that runs a restaurant here, and she's big in breakfast. She's going to do breakfast. She gives it away, actually. And then she just asked for a donation to cover her food. And then we have a guy.
Smoking Jack's barbecue.
Yeah, he's coming and he's going to provide, have lunch there to purchase. He's going to do pulled pork and all kinds of things like that. So, MSL's in the house. Did the tree training guy leave an email?
I didn't see one.
Mark Szymanski. Is he commenting? Tree veteran born again. I don't know if he's telling me his name and where I'm located. I'm out of Pennsylvania if you're asking me. If you're asking one of the commenters, I don't know. Okay. I don't see any more from the tree guy.
They're logging training.
Okay. I didn't see it. I gotta find his email if you can. Central PA logger training. Logger guy gone. Wait, what? I'm having trouble here. Okay, so Redbone Mike, he's running out. 3 a.m. comes quick. It sure does. And sorry, this was kind of a last minute thing. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. We're glad to have you.
You don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know where it went.
I almost wonder if it doesn't let you put links to stuff or.
Yeah, that has trouble.
Whatnot in here,
But usually it'll
because it won't let
show.
you put a link.
It'll show that it's blocked though. It'll say someone tried to put this through.
Yeah, I tried to put the thing through for my Facebook for the thing and it wouldn't let me.
Well, here, give me a piece of paper. You got a marker? A maca?
You're just trying to write
Yeah.
fox.trap. You can spell it out.
Just write it because it's easier. People can pause the video. Okay, so I forget what he was. Central PA
Logger training.
Logger Training. There's my email, fox.trap@live.com. Just email me and I'll get you that info over for the get together and then all that business.
All right, Susie.
Yeah, all that. Robert
We
Sendling.
did kind of see the eclipse.
Yeah, it was kind of one of them things. I was out and about. I was in Aldi's trying to buy some stuff, and everybody was outside. And I was trying to get like rung up, and there was people like standing on the side of the road and stuff, and I was trying not to run people over.
There was a little lady watching it through a pair of binoculars. I hope she still got her vision.
Yeah, I came out and there was a woman in the parking lot at Aldi's looking at the sun with a pair of binoculars and nothing else on. I was just like, oh my God.
We were gonna try to go to Erie for opening day of trout, but there was gonna be an extra 600,000 people there, and
Said nah. And then after seeing the
Not down for
pictures of
that.
the highway, I'm so glad that we didn't bother with that. But like I said, the cold bothers me. So I went and talked to some buddies that are fishing at our local club. They were fishing, and I fished for a half an hour. I caught 3, and I got cold, and I had to come home. We had some wicked rain the Tuesday before, so last Tuesday, and everything flooded. It was bad, and we were worried that all the fish were gone, but there were still some there. And me and Lauren went on Sunday, and I caught one really nice one, like an 18 or 19-inch rainbow. I didn't expect, and she had to come get it off the line for me because where I was at, I couldn't get down to the water. So she had her waders on. Some dummy left his waders up in Erie. Me.
I left mine too, just
But
not
you,
my
yeah,
breathables
I can't get my breathables over top of my
brace.
knee brace, so. Chris said Erie was awful yesterday. Mason said, wow, ain't seen my old pal Pete in a while. Tell him, hey, lol.
Hi, Mason.
Good to hear from you guys. I hope you're all behaving and not causing too much trouble and don't have no broken bones. Oh man, Lee Cooper had a heart attack. Said he watched all my old stuff.
Glad to hear you're back in the saddle.
Good for you, man. Okay.
Oh, that's Cameron
Okay.
with the jerky and the meat
Yeah.
sticks.
Yes. Cameron, you're welcome to borrow. You're welcome to borrow the mortar mixer if you want. Like I said, it just needs a carb. It had bad gas in it, so that's all. It just needs the carb cleaned up or a little switch. Little Southern Brothers is on here, but if you want it, Cam, come down and get it anytime you want. I don't think you can tow it, so bring a little trailer with you. I wouldn't trust it to tow it.
Jason, he caught 5, and all I got was a bite, and then I caught a tree because I whipped it back so fast. I was setting it for a tuna, and I caught the tree.
Josh Wallner. I'm over these storms here in Maine. I bet you are. So, like the day consists of I get up, she cooks breakfast.
Sausage.
Yeah, sausage.
Every morning.
Bob Evans sausage, because I like Bob Evans sausage. And the problem I have, it seems like every time I eat scrambled eggs or like any kind of straight egg product, however, it's only been scrambled eggs really, it makes me feel real not good. So we don't know if this changed something in my guts or what, but I don't eat eggs. Now, if they're like cooked into something, it doesn't bother me. Like if it's baked into something, or you know, like we had it on the chicken tonight when we made the breaded chicken. But it seems like straight scrambled eggs just don't make me feel good. So
And the crazy part is all the information that we find is for somebody with kidney disease and not necessarily just, hey, you lost a kidney. So we did have somebody send us some really good books on like things you can and cannot eat with missing organs and all of that. So that's pretty cool. But I don't know.
nice, buddy. Glad you like it. They went fast. Marshy, I seen something on the Facebook. You had a great big crappie you caught. It was huge. Crappie or tasty, which is weird that they named them crappie and then they taste good. Never thought about that until right now. But anywho,
Things that
they
make
taste
us
good.
look
I'm kind of bummed because in the spring when it starts to warm up like this, me and Lauren go to a local lake. Well, not local, but it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of here. And we fish and catch tons of perch, and we caught crappie too. But it just didn't work out this year.
I did make him start taking the pre and probiotics. He's
Yeah.
got gummies now.
I hate these gummy things. I think they give me gas. I really do. Like, it was weird a while back, not long after that last surgery, and even before that, you eat stuff, and I could feel everything. You could feel it moving through your body. Like, it was just, and I don't know. I told her, I said, I wonder if it's because they were in there, like, moving my innards around. And, like, there's a gap now. Something's missing where there wasn't. So it was like, things were bent different. I don't know what it was, but it's getting better. Marcy, I don't need no blended lasagna. I can eat it. I can eat the lasagna. Dude, that's creepy.
Hi, Fred. It's trout season, so Fred's got his trout collar on. He's a little brook trout. Or trouser trout, one or the other.
So, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking down here. I'm reading all kinds of comments and stuff. But that's where we've been at. I'm trying to think if there's anything new or anything exciting that happened around here.
Did you tell him you don't have to wear your back brace anymore?
Yeah, I don't have to wear that. We said that in the beginning. No back brace, none of that crap. Just got to be careful. I get stiff. My knees, like right now, it's stiff. It swells up like a damn grapefruit. Hopefully that stops.
Can't have grapefruit.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to eat grapefruit. We didn't discover that until one day I ate a whole bunch of grapefruit. And then Lauren was reading on the medication one day. She's like, oh, God, you're not allowed to have grapefruit because it, like, multiplies the power of this pain medication I was on. But I was on, like, the lowest dose. She's like, you're fine. Don't worry about it, but we need to just not do that again. Fred looks better than a trout than a bunny. Odie Horse, how you doing, buddy? Did all your snow melt yet? Probably not. It looked like it was pretty. You guys got hammered out there in some of them parts. John Van Meter. I know that name. John Van Meter. I know you. Like, I'm sorry, my brain's not always right. Isaac, his little southern brother says Isaac's recovering from a broken leg. I've been there. Well, a broken ankle. It humbles you, man. Shit happens and it lets you know you're a human. You're not.
I'm just glad he's recovering. It's good to hear.
Keith L. said coral calcium with zinc and magnesium will help you sleep. I'm lucky to where I haven't been getting like leg cramps or anything like that. It's just laying in certain positions hurt after a while. Like, so if I lay on my side, seemed like I had to have a pillow tucked under like my torso, like down towards my waist to take up that void so my spine was straight. But I'm noticing now every night it's a little bit better each time. Like I can lay on that, that's not as bad. It's not as bad. And it's so much better than when I had that damn leg brace on. I slept on the couch for a month and a half and it was terrible. You could only just lay there like you're laying in a coffin, just straight on your back and you can't move and it sucks.
The next test will be trying to see if he can find morels.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I'm not going to be able to walk up all the hills like we normally do. 24/7 excavation services blowing in the end. I feel like I've heard you. I've talked to you. I've heard of you before. I met you somewhere. That name is so familiar.
Blooming, Indiana. Bloomington. Could you have met him when you were out visiting Wade?
Possibly, maybe.
It's not the guy you got your thing from for your dozer, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Christmas. Love mushroom.
So, is it raining outside? Sorry, guys. I'm like, that's where I remember. I remember the name in the check. Thank you. Yes, now I remember it. That's where it came from. And we thank you, by the way. Did we send him a thank you?
I don't, if it was a check. I should have, unless I had a problem with his address.
Okay, so we sent a bunch. We had 1 or 2 come back. We've been trying to get all the thank yous out. We ran out of thank you letters for a while, and now we're getting back to it a little bit. Oh, I mean, it's we. It's been her. She's been awesome with it. What a boob. So, oh, okay, yes, he got it. Good, cool, glad. I'm trying to, and it's hard because the stuff from the what's it called? What's the other one? The GoFundMe. There's not, unless you know the person, you don't have any way to really say thank you, and that's why I keep saying thank you on here. From what you guys sent, it is raining. Has helped me be able to just deal with my troubles, fight the health insurance company has been the biggest problem of all this, and insurance companies are the devil, and then I'm just able to worry about me getting better. So that helps. As much as I want to work, I know I need to just take my time. And so my plan for that is, people want to know, I'm going to go back. Yes, I want to go back. I want to get a machine to sit in to cut the trees. I feel like I wouldn't have a problem going back to cut trees with a chainsaw. And I still plan to cut a few here and there, but I'm not going to be able to cut them at the rate of speed and the efficiency that I used to. Body wise, and then it wouldn't be fair to my family and Lauren and my loved ones. I don't want to put that worry on them. Hi, Justin.
But you're supported no matter what you choose.
Yes, Marcy, I got my PayPal fixed. I got it fixed. Finally, it was an act of Congress, but I did. Clayton Cole, thank you. Colton Thomas, hi buddy. So do you guys, there's 188 on here. Does anybody have any questions for us?
Fred, you got questions?
No, he doesn't have questions. He's being needy.
Say hello to everybody.
No, I don't like being videoed. I got an eye booger on my face. He says, I get hairs stuck in my poops, and it makes
Nobody wants to hear about
makes
that.
awkward moments for mom and dad. Mostly mom, because dad can't bend over to help me.
Nobody wants to hear about that.
Hello, Hoyt. You have my address, Marcia. You can just send them to me, and I'll get them up there.
I can grab Lori's.
Or Lori's and Dale's. There's no sense in sending them to Kevin because he's have to, they cost too much in postage. He looks like a little troll sitting there.
He's a little troll.
Well, people can see his head. How's that? You see the little munchkin now? His little patch right here is growing bigger. Looks like he's got poop on his nose.
As far as the equipment's concerned, we got to see how his metal parts feel riding around in equipment now.
They'll feel all right. What's it?
He's a little Frenchie, and he's gonna be 3 years old on April 16th. We're almost here, Fredo. It's almost your birthday.
He must not. He's a French bulldog.
Yeah, he's a little shorter.
He has a face. He kind of looks like a Boston in the face, but he's not.
Mud's not terrible right now.
No, what's not terrible?
Dad asked how bad mud was there right now. I said it's not terrible.
Well, if you're in the woods, it's probably terrible.
Well, yeah. We're skipping mud season, and I'm not upset about it because I don't have to do the laundry in the yard with the hose this year.
Hi, Johnson's Land Management. Yeah, so it's like everybody keeps saying, man, you picked a good time to get hurt. I mean, that's kind of like an oxymoron. There's never a good time to get hurt. But it's okay. So Mike Muniak, I think I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. How much longer do you think you can get in the woods? In my brain, what I think is towards the end of May. Finish this month and then a whole nother month, and then it's going to start out slow. I'm going to go, the group company I subcontract for said, we'll get you at the sawmill, maybe scaling logs and get you in the woods as long as you can move and help you, have you, mark some timber with us and just maybe kind of like shadow some of the guys that do that end of the business, follow them around and do that, help them do those things. And then as my body progresses, get back to the into the woods thing, obviously, and then I have to find a machine, and then what I can afford and what fits on me, which is tough, being that I haven't worked in a while. But we'll see what we can do. I think I should be okay, and go from there. It's hard to say, you know what I mean. I remember when this happened, my brain says, "Oh, I'll be okay by April, or I'll be okay," and it's slow going, man. There's just times that pain makes you. It just overrides everything you have, and it shuts you down. And there's other days I feel great. So, and I don't want to push it and mess anything up either.
I'm in Worcester.
William Ellis.
All I think of for Worcester is
Worcester's, I think,
Worcester,
over with
Mass.
Vernon. So if you're talking about with Vernon Miller, we do plan to come over and see the mill and everything. We're just waiting for when, the invite from Vernon, when the best day is, because Lauren wants to take the day off. We have to give work a little bit of notice. What do you mean about a homemade machine? If you're talking about taking an excavator and putting a head on it or something like that, there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you get it set up right. Bruce Huff, he said, did I sell the rubber tire? No, I still have it. It's sitting on the job that I left because it was too wet to go do the one that I got hurt on. It's still there, and I didn't sell anything. I have no plans on selling anything. The rubber tire is paid for, so all it costs me is insurance money every year. And I say that, I'll probably go back to work and it'll be falling apart and I'll have to buy a bunch of parts. But yeah. So I'd come back down to North Carolina.
we go to North Carolina. We're gonna go see Auntie Kit Kat.
Yeah, Lauren's got an aunt down there. I got my loader I could run. I'd have to find a crew to pull the trees. And I've thought about that, but I want to make sure I'm right up here before I'm ready for it. You know what I mean? And I'll know when. But other than that, right now my big focus is feeling good enough to go fishing and do our trout tournament. That's a thing that weighs on my head, making sure we have enough, sponsorships and everything goes smoothly, and then making sure I'm healthy enough to get the boat and get going on the boat, which I think we will. We shouldn't have a problem with that. Might not move as fast as we normally do. We were always pretty quick. We'd get up early and be on the water a little bit before daylight, but this
You
year
might have to switch jobs, and I can back in the boat.
I can back it in. It's on and off the trailer. So, but I wanted to come on and just let everyone know. That might not be a bad idea if people bring logs to you, Mike. A friend of mine just bought a Norwood. He wanted to get a wood miser, but the lead time is way, way far out on a wood miser. And I personally think at one time wood miser was the best sawmill, like homeowner or industrial, if you're going to buy that style out there. The only one that would compete for, and they're more of an industrial use, would be Baker Sawmill, their band mill. But what I don't like about wood miser is I think they got, after the Rona and everybody got into buying them, I think the quality control went down a little bit. I'm not bad mouthing them. I still love them. I would love to own one day. But there's two factors right now. Quality control went down, and then the money they're asking is ridiculous. Like you see the ones that go for auction, there's people paying 20, 30% more than they are if you buy a brand new one, and they're buying used ones just so people can have them now. They'll pay that, and it's not worth it. I'm hoping someday the market gets flooded and I can pick one up for a decent price, because I'd love to have it as a hobby. I love sawing logs, and just not like it's going to become a full-time thing, but just be nice to have another trinket for the barn, I guess you would say. And I don't even have a barn. Favorite way to cook trout, Andrew? I don't cook trout. I catch them and I throw them right back. But if I was to cook trout, smoked are good. And if you cook them like with lemon pepper and lots of butter and slices of lemon on the grill. Good for you, John. I'm glad to hear it. I mean, it's out there, but I just don't. I got more important things I have to worry about right now. It would have to fall into my hands for a dirt cheap price for me to buy one right now. Did I miss any?
Spa Surgeon says he's proud of you for pacing yourself. Too many rush back in. Tree veteran wants to know, are you looking for a feller?
Say this again?
Tree veteran born again wants to know.
As for right now, no, I'm not, because I don't have any work right now. I mean, I have that job. I can, if I am back in time, I can finish it. I've got piles of trees that are still cut down from my cutter on that job. It's fairly flat and it's just real wet. So no, not at the moment. There's going to be jobs that I can't do anymore. You remember that one last summer that was steeper and crap that I did? That was like the job from hell, like stuff like that. I just can't do anymore. I can't be dragging cable like that up and down them hills. And I mean, I beat myself up on that one, and it's done, but I gotta just stay away from stuff like that nowadays. Marcy says probably cook trout the way we do salmon, smoked on a cedar plank's good. Now salmon, true salmon, not this farm raised crap you buy in the store. Either stuff from like the Great Lakes, caught out of the Great Lakes, or from the West Coast salmon, anything over there. My favorite is king salmon. We cook that with butter, lemon pepper. We've cooked it with, I did one
honey and pecans.
Honey and pecans. We did a brown sugar one time. We've done it a lot of different ways. Grilled, pan-seared, sauteed like that. There's a lot of things you can do with salmon. Oh, I love salmon, and it's a bummer. I've been to Alaska 3 times. And like the king salmon and all that are in trouble. Like we fished the Kenai River in the peninsula, and you're not 2 years in a row now. You're not even allowed to keep king salmon you can't fish for them even in the Kenai River. You can't fish for them in Cook Inlet. They're in a bad way, and they can't figure out where they're going. I think a lot of it's commercial fishing and killer whales. They're just not getting the amount of fish coming in to spawn to get the new brood back. But that's a whole, we're not getting into that. Sorry. Went down a wormhole. Will do, buddy. Yes, I feel the same way, Marcia. If you catch them out of the lake, they taste good. Something about the deep, cool water. When they're silver, they're fine. When they hit the river in the Great Lakes system, they're mushy. They're just no good. Now on the West Coast, when they're in the river, as long as you get them before the end of their life cycle, they're still good. It's weird. It's something to do with salt water, I think.
Dad, killer whales, good smoked.
Yeah.
Give me a walleye.
Oh, yeah. We got
2.
plenty of walleye. We got about 20 pounds of fillets downstairs.
I love catching them. We have this problem. So, morel mushroom hunting, walleye fishing, Not so much deer fishing, deer hunting, because we can only get so many, but perch fishing. We
Yeah.
like catching them or finding them so much, and we don't stop, and then we have too much, and we can't possibly eat it all ourselves. So
We do throw a lot of like
we give
family
them away.
family parties and things like that, and we fry walleye and stuff like that. Like walleye's great. It's just, oh, that's a gift from the heavens. Ken's Zesty Italian. I've heard of that.
That's the guy. His face is on it.
Paul Edward at Detweiler. He was on here. He had a Vermilion. Nice.
I smoked a killer whale. That's a story for a different day.
All right, what we at 187. How long we been on here?
Over an hour.
Oh,
Or
God.
Almost an hour. 15
Okay,
minutes.
so we're gonna go watch some TV and lay on the couch with the little pooch, because he's feeling needy, I think. If you guys are interested in coming to the get together, it's May 4th.
11 or 11:30.
11 to 5, we'll just say that. Corsica Fire Hall. The address was earlier in the video. We put it up, so just go back towards the beginning of the video. It's off of 322 there.
I'm gonna try to put the link for.
I'll try to put something in. Well, no, I'm gonna email it to that one guy, and he says he's gonna share it.
Yeah, but we can try to put it on the video too. But yeah, come meet with us. Come see us.
Come eat, come say hi. Hopefully win a cool prize or something, and just hang out with friends. That's what the day's about. My family's gonna be there. Lauren's family's gonna be there. Dale's gonna be there. His family's gonna be there. So it's, all ages, whatever. It's gonna be a good time. Hopefully we have good weather, but we have the inside the fire hall if it's not. But we hope to see all of them. So everybody, you take care. Thanks, as always, thank you again for watching the videos. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everything you've done. I could not have made it through this without all of you and just everybody. It was so nice to know so many people. There's so many good people left in the world. So that was a big eye opener for me. But as always, you guys take care. You stay safe, stay dry, warm, catch lots of fish, and do not ever let your meat loaf. Good night, everybody.